left an insult at me. Well, I don't know if it was an insult or not. They said something. But it was interesting. I don't get insults very often. And when I get them, or when I get something that looks like an insult, it's like I always have to try to not be mean because I want to be mean. It's like an opportunity for me to be mean, and sometimes I do. And generally speaking, the way that I be mean is I'm really sarcastic. But it's also an opportunity for me to jump into this sort of like I mean, I can get into that space. I can easily get into that space. I have to be watching, like I have to be on guard so as not to get into that space. Even just going through the city with all of the special folks that don't know traffic rules very well. It's always an opportunity for me to be a jerk or not. But this guy, he left I mean, he's attacking my persona of being genuine. He's still writing right now. You know your sorts. I think he meant I know your sorts. I know your sort. I assume he might be saying something. I don't know. Every single person that says anything, I mean, they're either actually attacking or they're still sitting in persona, or they're still sitting in fear, or they're actually knowing me and trying to attack. There are multiple possibilities. But anyway, he was attacking. He said you were I forgot what he said. He said something about you're a fake and he said you're a fake and you're a phony, and I finally said it. So there. Something like that. It's a pretty juvenile attack. I thought you were too. I mean, I have fun with trolls. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't. But anyway, he said something about. Then he switched it. He said, "You're so deep and authentic." But I think he might have been sarcastic in the last one. I don't know. Oh, he also said something about separating good seeds and bad seeds. And I think he had the impression that I was a good seed. No, that I wanted to be a good seed. And he wanted to tell me that I was the opposite of what I wanted to be. So he wanted to tell me that he was separating. No, that he was privy to the facts that good seeds are being separated from bad seeds. And that since I consider myself a good seed, then therefore he's going to tell me that I'm the opposite of what I perceive myself to be, so therefore I'm going to be mad. That's a pretty good tactic as far as insults go, because you have to tell somebody that they're not what they think they are. It's pretty good. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're not what you know you are. You know you're genuine and authentic. And I'm telling you right now, bitch, you ain't. Kind of stuff like that. Like the part the part of the persona that you're attacking has to really be like set in there. And the person has to be like clenching it, like they're trying to pinch a loaf or something. I'm up kind of early today. I think it's like 5:15 right now. Yesterday I was practicing some gratitude. I was inspired by Levette's video, and so I know how to do that, but I forget to do it. So since I was going through my little darkness thing for the last couple months, it has affected my everything, and not the least of which is earning fiat dollars. And I was getting all up in there and being pissed off that nothing's working. But I do know that what she's saying is true. What you put out there gets multiplied. It's fractaled out. That's why insults are so. That's why if someone is throwing a hook or throwing an insult and they want you to, get snagged and go rolling off down their party line, it's very powerful. If you fall for it, it's very powerful, because then you're like, yes, he caught me. I'm not actually genuine and authentic, and this guy got me, and he called me out. And then you get in there and then you start telling yourself that, because everyone kind of knows that they're playing the game as well, right? Personas are fake. So if you're sitting there being a persona, then like the dude was correct. You are fake. So you can take that and you can roll the snowball down the hill. And then at the bottom of the hill, you took what he said, and you're sitting there like putting those words into a megaphone and doing the Alex Jones like screech out to the world about yourself. But the reverse also works. You can sit there and say like, no, Gary, you're a good person. You're very nice and very genuine and very real, and you're putting very, very nice information out there. And anything. Like, it actually works. I'm not saying. I know I'm kind of being sarcastic for what's his face, but the replicator is true. And depending on how much you've worked on it, depends on how much you can actually get in there and actually be grateful, because a lot of us are used to faking all the time, because that's what the persona is. There's lots of faking. Everything that you need to do out in NPC world is faking. Like, every single thing. Not every single thing, but like, for instance, you can be working inside of a casino, which is kind of supporting money laundering and drug trade and whatnot, and whatever else they're using that as a facade for. But you can be a genuine person and be genuinely happy to serve, old Fred his morning regular, whatever it is that he, whatever type of drink he orders at 6 a.m., you're happy to serve that to him. And you give it to him with a smile, and you genuinely mean it. But then the part of you that's not being genuine, if you consider yourself to be a moral human being, is you're supporting this giant, voracious, casino type of thing. Anyway, so I was doing the gratitude thing yesterday, works is not because, and I did make money. I made like $250, which was unusual. I had been on a huge slump as far as rideshare. Plus, like, Uber got taken away. So, you know, I had gotten myself into a bad headspace. But actually doing the gratitude thing works because it keeps your feeling state level. Because what you're doing is you're actually getting yourself to the position where you're saying, where you're actually okay. If I, like, for me, for instance, if I had no rides that day and I made no money, I would actually be okay with that. And you renew the gratitude state because something else, you know, or some troll or some, you know, highway person who's feeling some type of way is going to come and bump up against you and try to get you to feel some type of way. And then your whole gratitude thing goes out the window. So you have to constantly renew it. But the insult thing is actually, I mean, I don't want to get too deep and authentic here, but the insult thing is actually, aside from people not being very good at giving insults or what have you, if they are good at giving insults, and that is a possibility, then that's like weapons. Those are weapons. That's the only way violence has ever happened in the realm, is someone's persona gets hurt. And then they have to protect it, and then depending on how big their arsenal of weapons is, they protect it. It's never been anything other than that. And the persona can be as big as a country or as big as someone's, you know, house. It's always about possessions. Like the USA persona, gotta protect its persona. And all the people hold a little mini image of that persona inside their head. And those are called patriots. Or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, thanks to whoever you are for giving that insult, because it was a decent conversation topic. I'm gonna go see if the second day of the new year has anything cool for me. Peace.